Welcome to How to Garden. Today, I'm putting in a rain barrel kit. Now, I put in rain barrels all the time. Usually don't use these kits. These kits are really cool. It's from a company called Earth Minded. It comes with everything you need, including the hole saws, but not the barrel. These are really cool. I'm going to show you how I'm putting one in. Now, I'm not going to be busting into this particular kit. I have some parts from another kit. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to install one of these, install it in. Now, one of the really cool things about this is if you install it right, it self-regulates, so you don't have to have a drain on this. So once this fills up, it will stop putting additional water in, and the additional water will go down the downspout. Really cool. I'll be putting the links on where these come from in the video description if you happen to want to look into them. So let's get into it. Okay, so one of the first things you want to do with this is you want to make sure your barrel is elevated on a good sturdy platform. If you don't have that good sturdy platform, this doesn't work, and the barrel needs to be elevated so that you have water pressure so that you can use the water that's in it. So that's a must. The next thing you're going to need to do is, once you have your barrel in place, is you're going to want to figure out where you want to put your holes in the barrel and a hole in the downspout. This is important. So get this up here, take a level, that's my starting line. That's the top of the barrel. Now, I can get the barrel out of the way for now. Next, you're going to want to kind of come down the side, the designated amount. I know I want it about 3 inches. So, right about here is where I want my centerpiece. This mark right here is your center point for the hole that's going to go in here. Now, these kits come in ones that have a hole that goes in the side and a hole that comes in the front. So make sure you choose the right one for your purposes. In this case, it's going in the side. Okay, now once you have your hole in here, you want to put the piece in. Unfortunately, my camera cut out on me, and I didn't catch it until after I put the piece in. Putting the piece in is really simple. You just put a little bit of dishwashing liquid on it. Very important, makes it go in easier. And you kind of fold the piece up and slide it in and push it in, and then there's 2 screws that hold it in, and then that's it. And you take and you get, remember this line here, you want a 1/2 inch below this center point. You transfer that over to here like this. So I've got my point here. Find my level and make a line. And then I make another line about a 1/2 inch underneath that. You can go 3/4 of an inch. Don't exceed 1 inch. I mean, it's really getting sketchy at 1 inch. And it's a different hole saw size here. You simply put it in here. Once you get that in, you just start inserting this tube. I'll show you how that looks in a minute. Now, the kit's flex hose has a rubber grommet that goes in here. I don't have the rubber grommet unless I break into that kit and that kit's for somewhere else. But you can just jam it in, take a good all-purpose caulking and caulk around it, and once it dries, it's fine. It should actually be the last thing you do after you have everything else good. The other side of the hose goes into here. Make your life easy and put a little bit of soap on it. Don't put the soap on it, it can get pretty hard. Now, you don't have to have the water trap that I put in this in it. I'm doing that specifically so that if any debris comes in here, it'll get caught here, and it'll be easy to deal with instead of trying to fish it out of here. Once that's in, take your sealant, seal it up real good, and you're good to go. If you do everything right, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do this. It really doesn't take very long. And the kits are cool. Okay, it's all done. I did go ahead and take the water trap out of it. Normally I leave that in there. Like I said, it's not necessary. The homeowner really didn't like the loop-de-loop trap. Wanted it more like how it's shown in the actual install paperwork, which is fine. It still works just fine. I just like the trap. It solves other problems later down the road, but that's okay. So this is what you got when you're done. That little hose, that insert catches water and sends it down that little white hose, which in the kits is usually brown, into the tank. When the tank fills up, the water stops going into the tank and goes down the downspout instead. And that's all there is to it. It really only takes a few minutes as long as you have all the stuff or the kit. Like I said, I've done this plenty of times. The kits are really nice though. If you've never done it, it comes with the hole saws, the drill bits, the screws, everything. But you can just get miscellaneous parts as needed once you know what you're doing. So there it is. It's all done. And this will be ready for them next gardening season. It'll fill up probably the next rain. Next good rain here is expected Thursday. So, you know, 4 or 5 days, we'll get another cold front coming through. That rain barrel will fill up in about 15 to 20 minutes with the way it rains here in Florida. If it happens to be a light rain, it might take all day. But once it's full, everything ends up just going down the downspout. So, that's it. Real simple. The links to the kits will be
in my description if you want to build any of these for yourselves. Just one real key tip is when you're putting in this piece right here, it needs to be a 1/2 inch higher than the barrel side. That's really important, like really, really important. So don't skimp on that, and make sure you have some dish soap on hand. It just makes life a lot easier. And that's it. You have a great day.